Welcome to the last section of this course, post-processing and rendering. Now, before to start, I would like to spend some words about this section. So, the other sections has been very clear. There is a major topic, such as shader graph or Cinemachine, and then everything has been unfolded from there, and we learned very deep about that specific topic. This section is going to be a little bit different. So, as you know, Unity is an ongoing graphic engine, and it has thousands of features. Some of them are really big, such as tile map, shader graph, and so on, and some instead smaller. Now, keep up with all these features that are being constantly updated, it's really hard, and it requires to be constant. So, in this section, we are going to see some features regarding rendering and in particular post-processing. Since we cannot go in deep in all of them, since it required a video course per se for just each one of them, I would like to do more an introduction to these features as a motivation to keep learning from yourself and finally work on your own legs. So let's see what exactly we are going to deal with in this section. First of all, I'm going to set up a project and see how we can get started with post-processing. Then we will move in animating post-processing through the timeline tool. The next topic is particle systems. Now, this is a feature that has been since forever in Unity and has been developed quite a lot recently. So it's just cool to have like a quick update of what the particle system currently look like. And if you never used it before, this is just a good introduction how you can start learning by yourself through particle systems. Then the next topic is TextMesh Pro. Now, this is a really cool feature that has been recently introduced into Unity. Unluckily, it is not really used, mainly because people are unaware of what exactly TextMesh Pro is and why it is cool. So, what I'm going to do is going to give you an introduction and show you which is the potential of TextMesh Pro and why you should start learning by yourself. So, we won't go in depth into what TextMesh Pro is used, but I'm going to showcase to you why you should start learning. And finally, the last topic of this section is going to be GPU instancing. So we will see how we can create many objects through this GPU in just one draw call. Now, this is a minor feature which has been recently introduced into Unity, but I think it's really important because it might really save you when you're trying to optimize game and you have a series of mesh that are repeats, such as trees, or such as grass or flowers or anything you'd like to have many instances at one go in your scene. So with this said, let's get started. In this video, we are going to set up our rendering project, which we will use until the end of the section. So let's head in Unity Hub and create a new project. So I'm going to create this new project, something along post-processing and rendering. And as a template, I'm going to use 3D with extras. Now, I'm going to use this because it already has some of the packages pre-installed, such as post-processing. So I'm just going with it and create project. Alright, once Unity has been loaded, this is how the scene will look like. We have a sample scene, which is currently in the view, and we have some packages already installed. So if we go on Window, Package Manager, we're going to see that we already have post-processing installed and TextMesh Pro. Now, I'm going to take post-processing and see that actually we are using version 2.0.3, and it's basically the previous version. So I'm going to update it to 2.0.9. So I'm going to update to just to be with the latest version of post-processing packages. And now that we have the latest version, we are going to need another couple of things in case we did not create the project from 3D extras. So first of all, we need to have a layer for post-processing. Now in this project, it's already set up. It's called post-processing in layer 8. Otherwise, we can click here in layers and go on edit layers. And on the layers, we can add user layer 8, we can add post-processing. Now, this is very important because we need an extra layer. So in case you just imported the package post-processing into your current project or in a new project which does not have post-processing already installed, it's important to start creating this layer. Then we are pretty much set up to go. What I would like to do is to create another scene, because this already has some post-processing installed. So I'm going to go on project, and under scenes I'm going to duplicate this scene, so Ctrl D, and I'm going to call this second scene something like my scene, just to distinguish it from the simple one. So I'm going to open my scene, and once it's open, I'm going to in the hierarchy panel, and I'm going to erase the post-processing volume. So just press delete, and as you can see here, the screen changed, and we will see better in the next video. So as you can see, the screen has changed, and we will see better what this means in the next video. And now we are basically ready to go. So just click Save Scene, and so once post-processing has finished to update to version 2.0.9, we can close the package manager, and we need a couple more things. So first of all, if you have imported your post-processing package in your own current project, or you have just created a normal project and imported the post-processing effect, we need to set up a layer specifically for post-processing. Now, in this project, I already raised a layer, so if I'm going under the layer tab up here, I can see I have here post-processing layer number 8. In case you don't have it, you can go on Edit Layers, and under the layers down here, you're able to set user layer 8, and we can type post-processing. This layer is really important because will be used to communicate where the post-processing effects are going to be applied. So if you haven't this layer, you just need to create it, and then we are good to go. Now, before to move, I want to start over for creating post-processing, to set up post-processing in a scene. So I'm going under the project tab, and I'm going to duplicate the sample scene, so Ctrl D, and I'm going to rename the new scene my scene, just to distinguish it from the sample one. So I'm going to double click and open my scene, and if I go in the hierarchy panel, first of all I have here a post-processing volume, so I'm going to click and delete it. In this way we are not have any post-processing effects, and as you can see also the screen has changed. Then I need to go on the main camera, and if we scroll down there is a post-processing layer, so I'm going to right click and remove component. In this way, we have basically just our scene set up, and the main camera has this simple camera controller, which allows to move the camera with our WASD keys inside the game view. So I'm going to save the scene, and now we are ready to start.